Now, back to more of Behind the Scenes at the Hanover Theater. And your host, Lisa Condon.
Welcome back once again as we continue the conversation here with Averil Capers. Averil, so I can't even believe how excited I am about the next person we're going to talk about. And I know that sounds corny, but Dee Dee Myers, seriously, we're going to get to see Dee Dee Myers, author of Why Women Should Rule the World, but more importantly to me, former White House press secretary. Forget the fact that she's a political analyst and commentator and contributing editor of Vanity Fair, but can you even imagine being the White House press secretary?
I know. I am so excited to meet her. I have heard nothing but great things about her and about her talk, and I think it's going to be wonderful. She is really something. She really is.
I can't wait. And I know that we've had a lot of interest, not just from women's groups, because this is not an evening just for the women. It's for anybody who really wants to understand what women have to offer and some of our unique assets that we bring to whatever endeavor we set our mind to.
Right, exactly. I mean, for instance, for a city to work, we need not only, of course, men in the workplace, women in the workplace, and how that goes together, and the strengths of female leaders. But, she goes beyond that and talks about, how that is important. But just talking about her experiences in the White House as the press secretary, I think is really going to be interesting.
Oh, me too, because she was there during the Clinton administration, and I think the Clintons gave her some things to deal with as the press secretary.
I think a few things. There might have been a few issues she had to deal with.
I can't wait to hear about that. And, it'll be fascinating, too, just to hear her take on, the West Wing, because, of course, she was the inspiration for the press secretary character in that series. And like I've said to you before, who needs to watch reruns of The West Wing when we've got Dee Dee Myers alive and in person?
I know, and I bet she can bring a little bit about what was going on there. I mean, West Wing was a great show. I think did very well on TV, and, she was the commentator and consultant for that. So I should bring a little bit of that to the conversation as well. How interesting.
Yes, and she's coming Thursday, February 27th at 7:30 p.m. That'll be really great. And the last person that's part of our Worcester Connects Distinguished Speaker Series is Geoffrey Canada, and he is a very interesting speaker as well. He's really well known for his work with inner city youth and as an education advocate, but there's way more to it than that. I mean, Worcester, was one of the original 21 communities to receive a planning grant from the Department of Education through President Obama's Promise Neighborhoods initiative, but that was based on Geoffrey Canada's holistic system of education, social service, and after-school programs to combat poverty in his city, and through his work with Harlem Children's Zone. I think he has a lot just to bring to our community as far as what he saw in his. And I have to tell you, I think what he was dealing with was a lot worse than what we have to deal with.
Oh, I know. I mean, it's really, he is nationally recognized for his work with children and families in Harlem. And, he's such a passionate advocate for educational reform. He's going to be so interesting to listen to learn from. I think he brings so much to us, and we'll have a lot to offer.
Right. And he's really going to be talking about the crisis facing youth and how we as a community can really come together with this holistic approach that he really made work for the Harlem Children's Zone.
Yes, absolutely. It's going to be a great night.
I can't wait to see what kind of buzz is generated on Worcester Connects when people start talking about what he has to say.
I know. Me too. And I think there will be a lot of conversation beforehand and once he gets there and then afterwards as well.
Oh, it's going to be great. So again, those two dates, we have Dee Dee Myers on Thursday, February 27th, and Geoffrey Canada on Thursday, March 20th. Dee Dee is at 7:30, and Jeff is at 7. So just two different times, but both plenty early enough for all of us who have to work on Friday.
That is right, and enough time for us to plan to attend and get it on our calendars.
Absolutely. And of course, we do have some group incentives. And so if people are interested in putting a group together, which of course we highly recommend, they should call Diane Piesiak in our office. You can visit our website at thehanovertheater.org. But again, we want to make these speakers completely accessible to anybody who is interested in learning what they have expertise in. And so we have that $15 student and teacher rate, right?
We do, yes.
Yeah, so really, truly put a group together, call Diane, get your own tickets, get a group of women, get a group of your coworkers. It's going to be a great evening, both of those evenings, for Worcester and the surrounding community. I know there's going to be a lot of great energy, a lot of buzz, a lot of discussion. Anything else you want to add to that, Avril?
Yes, stimulating conversation, an opportunity to network. It's from a local perspective, from a national, global, it will all be there. It will really good stuff happening.
Well, I'm glad you mentioned the chance to network, Avril, because that is a key part of why people want to go to these events, because these are not your usual theatrical events that you see at the Hanover Theater. This is not a national tour. These are serious yet interesting and fun conversations and presentations by world leaders in different categories. And so really the other people who are interested in those topics are going to be the people that you as a concerned citizen or as a business leader or as a student or as a teacher, whatever your role is, there is a place for you at the table here for, some really good, well-informed conversation.
Yeah, really good point. Yep.
So again, check us out online. Our website is thehanovertheater.org. I am here on the phone with Averil Capers, who is the Director of Marketing and Research over at the Telegram and Gazette and also Director of Worcester Connects, the T&G Center for Community Engagement.
That is correct, yes.
Averil, it's always a pleasure having you on the program, and we will see you soon. See everybody at the theater.
Thank you.
I just want to thank everybody for joining us this morning. And remember, we did recently announce that Audra McDonald is coming to the Hanover Theater February 22nd. For those of you who might not recognize the name, USA Today listed her performance of Climb Every Mountain in the live version of The Sound of Music as the best musical moment. And here she is coming to the Hanover Theater. We have a little clip of her singing Maybe This Time from Cabaret. Enjoy, and we'll see you all at the theater.
Maybe this time I'll be lucky. Maybe this time he'll stay. Maybe this time, for the first time, love won't hurry away. He will hold me fast. I'll be home at last. Not a loser anymore, like the last time and the time before. Everybody loves a winner, so nobody loved me. Lady peaceful, lady happy, that's what I long to be. All the odds are in my favor, something's bound to begin. It's gonna happen, happen sometime. Maybe this time I'll win. Everybody loves a winner, so nobody loved me. Lady peaceful, lady happy, that's what I
Thanks for listening to Behind the Scenes at the Hanover Theater with your host, Lisa Condit. Make sure to join us again next Sunday morning here on AM 830 WCRM.